Pleasure to be joined by Ollie Robinson from Durham and England Lions. Hi Ollie, first of all, how was the tour of India with the Lions?
Yeah, it was very good, thanks. It was a tough challenge at times, being in the same hotel, going to the same ground for 26 out of 30 days. And it does take its toll mentally and physically, but we went there to try and get something out of it, a result, and went there to win. Unfortunately, we didn't, but we also learned a lot as a group.
Yeah, definitely. Has this given you the bug when it comes to national cricket?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's kind of why we play the game. As a kid, you want to play for England, and yeah, obviously you want that higher honours, but everyone knows that you've got to do it at county level to get earn the right to do that.
Yeah. Last year, we recorded a strike rate of 88.66, scoring 3 centuries to 1 more. This seems very baseball. Is it going to be a test team on your mind yet?
I mean, if it happens, it happens, but it's not. I'm not going to put pressure on myself for that to be the be-all and end-all this year. I mean, it's probably going to be changes from everything you read in the media, but I don't know whether that includes a keeping situation, what they do with that. But like I said, I think it's just a case of you bide your time and you wait to see what happens.
Of course. Away from the testing, T20 World Cup coming up as well. Obviously, the big competition.
Mm.
How do you feel about chances for that? Because I mean, I'm looking at the other players as well. Form you're in. Think about it.
It's not really on my agenda. If I'm honest, I've not even considered that as part of I haven't played much T20 stuff really. Didn't really play for the Superchargers last year, so I think for me, that's kind of my drive this year is to play consistently for the Superchargers and contribute to wins for Durham.
Who inspires you as a cricketer, or are there any other sports people you admire and try to learn from?
I love my darts, so the mindset of the lads that play at the top level is like their precision and their attention to detail and the ability to count and do things like that. I think so. People like a Michael Smith or a Rob Cross, for me, they are like my absolute heroes. But in a cricketing respect, I think the way that obviously growing up playing with Zach and what he's done in the last 2 years or so, probably best player during the Ashes and then again in India. I think he's is a real driver for me to kind of want to be at that level, because he got backed and he probably didn't get the scores he wanted to at the start, but now he's really reaping the rewards of believing in what we can do.
I love that, man. But some of the darts, Rob Cross? Or
I haven't, no. I'd love to. I met Chris Dobie. He's Newcastle boy, so
I mean, would you be leaving it then?
I mean, he's unbelievable, isn't he? But I mean, it'll take its toll on him, I think. They play a lot these days. They play obviously the Players' Champs in the weeks, and then you got Premier League on a Thursday, and probably got another comp on the weekend. So it'll probably all catch up with them. But I mean, they're so good at what they do. It's such a repetitive nature. But I see the other day Gary Anderson got injured from playing darts, and you just think that things like that could happen, and then that could be the next few weeks off, and you don't earn any money. So it's tough sport.
Was this what Durham from London initially in 2022? How do you find life in the North East?
Absolutely love it. Living in Newcastle, great city. Yeah, there's always something to do. People are always around, and everyone's happy up here. It's a lovely part of the world, and so much to do as well.
How do you feel ending the new campaign first?
I'm really excited about this year. I think we've got a real good chance of doing something special as a group. I think we kind of put the foundations in place last year. And we're going to back what we did last year and carry on doing that this year. We've spoken a lot about it not being Division 1, it's the county championship, and actually, in theory we finished 11th last year. It's actually, we turn up to every game, it's another 4-day game of cricket. Anyone can beat anyone. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at.
I mean, to be honest, kind of these are test questions. What's the move this one we
I think our aim is to win it. I think, why not? Essex did it a few years ago when they came up, won Div 1 straight away, and we've got a real good squad this year. We've got a lot of competition for places. We've got a great group of bowlers, and like batters probably won't like me saying it, but bowlers win your games and win your championships, and we've got that in abundance with Carsey, Potsy, Rainey, and Boland, and so on.
Yeah, but what are your thoughts on like franchise cricket? Going around the world, get opportunities to play, sort of all over the world, make money, and I don't know, I guess experience new things, or you maybe just focus on Durham for now and like county.
Yeah, I love my red ball cricket. I've always said from the start, my dream was to play Test cricket. the only franchise stuff I've been involved in is the Superchargers, really. So I kind of had a little bit of a taste of that, and actually being, I realised that this winter I was away for 13 weeks.
Yeah,
that's a long time to be away from home, and like it can be tough, I reckon, on a lot of people. So I think the odd competition would be good, but if the whole winter is a long time to be away from home, and yeah, it's brilliant that you make all this money, but you see more and more so now people pulling out of competitions for mental health reasons or to get a better balance in their life, and yeah, I completely get that.
And finally, what would constitute a successful season for you? But
for me, I want to contribute to wins for Durham, and I think if I can do that, then I put myself in a good place and I put the team in a good place. So I think the more you buy into the team culture and the more you buy into the team ethos of do it for the team, I think everything else takes care of itself.
Ollie, thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.